back, everybody. This is Tuesday Museday. I'm Kalani, your host, and we're here. Once in a while, I have a rough start. So it turned out I didn't have the right settings in my streaming software because I was doing something before and then I didn't change it back, blah, blah, blah. But we're all here now. Hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. This is Tuesday Museday. I'm kind of doing like a little Caribbean, Zimbabwe, marimba ensemble, kind of a Shona vibe. Check this out though. welcome, one and all. How are you guys doing? That was fun. Oh, that was cool, and that was not easy. Because this is all unrehearsed, you guys. But that was fun. I'm going to do that again sometime. And I'll tell you about the instruments coming right up. But first, I want to say hello to everybody. And again, thanks for being here. This is so awesome. As some of you, well, first we're going to say hello. Then we'll talk about stuff. I'm gonna go back down and scroll back down. There's a lot of people here today. Welcome, Alex and Bill and Lacey, Roseanne, of course, our host and moderator. So watch out, you guys. She will moderate you. Bill is here. Gandalf here. Viva Bongos. Chris, welcome. Bill, as always, our friend with the pink hand wave. Rebecca, welcome. Our Miyoshi, how are you? And if you want, if I know you, give me the first name because I may not recognize you all. So yeah, so that's awesome. Welcome, you guys. So today, and I'm not asking for anything, but today is the last day of my 50s, which you know what that means. Welcome, Cornelius. Good to see you. Yeah, so tomorrow's the big 6-0, and I feel great. I'm very grateful for all of you, for World Drum Club, for the Patreon family, Patreon supporters. And hey, Tom, welcome. Oh, hey, Russ. Yeah, good to see you. Russ just was at Flute Harvest. That's awesome. Good to see you. And Tom is another flute person and drummer. And thanks for the super chat tip. Awesome. Let him be an example to all. But yeah, everything's going great today. It was a beautiful day, and I did exactly what I typed on Facebook earlier. I said I woke up early, I went to the gym, got the workout done, came back, had a nice breakfast, did some videos I'll tell you about in a second for Patreon, for the Patreon page. And then I worked on my Corvette a little bit in the driveway. It was a beautiful day. Came back in, cleaned up, got ready for this. And now I'm doing this, obviously. So it's just, I'm so grateful to have, the life that I have and to honestly, I know this sounds corny, but I'm really grateful to know so many amazing people through music, all of you included. And I just got off a week at Flute Harvest, which I was telling you guys about in the weeks running up to it, but it was great. We had a wonderful group of people, and like I said, Russ was there. Russ is showing up. I just sent out an email blast like 10 minutes before the live stream, so thanks for showing up, man. So it's great, and I know a lot of people who are past flute harvesters are here, but I do recommend that. It's not just about learning the flute or anything like that, you guys. It's like the people connected, which is what I love to see and experience myself. I'm just so grateful for people all over the world that I know through music, and it's an honor and a privilege, and I'm just working to keep everything going and keep connecting people. So along those lines, I'll talk to you in a minute about what we're doing for patrons coming up. I'm calling it Fall Into Music. I just published a video about this on the channel, but you may have not seen that already. But if you want to check it out, go watch that. But I'll tell you about it in a little bit. Real quick, the instruments that I was using, we opened with this beautiful hardwood music tongue drum. And this is kind of a special instrument. It is a 10 key, 10 different notes. I don't know how well you can see them. I'll try to, there we go. That's good. Okay, so 5 on a side, and what I really like about this instrument is that, I'm going to use an overhead view because I think it might be easier, maybe, to see, is that this instrument is set up in chords, and in C major, C, and then you notice, and what's cool is they actually share a note too. They share a note on, so these 4 work on this chord, and then these 4 work on that chord, and then these 4 work on this chord, and these 4 work on that chord. So let me play it for you. So this is C major, and then I was playing F. And then let me just go over here, even though originally I was just doing C, F, C, G, right? A little suspension there. And then there's A minor over here. Isn't that cool? So you can do all sorts of chord progressions with this thing. Basically you've got every note of the scale here. So if you wanted to, like, you could actually do whole melodies and things. I'm too lazy for that. I like just banging on stuff and making music and having it be pretty easy. So, but that's pretty fun. So that's a hardwood music tongue drum. If you're interested in that in this kind of thing, and I'm not getting paid to say this, but I love these guys. I've known Michael Thiel and his son Joa. I've known Michael for like 25, 30 years. And I recommend a lot of their products. And they are hardwoodmusiccompany.com. Hardwood Music near Flagstaff, Arizona. So good people and amazing products. Check it out. All right, so that's Hardwood Music. And then I had this. Let me go back to this view. I had my huira, right? Dominican. Usually used in the merengue, little scraper. Super fun. I used, of course, the bongos, and I have the native tongue percussion. You know, I've been using these a while. You guys know these, but the little cowbell and the wood block I added. Hey, thanks for the tip, Chris. Appreciate that. Birthday tip. So these things are the, attachments. They go on a drum. They attach onto your drums, congas, bongos, djembe, whatever. And it gives you a hand-activated, like cowbell or wood block sound. And I love these things. They're so convenient. And let's see, that's what they look like on the sides, right? You've seen that. And then, of course, bongos. And then what else? Oh, cajon, which I have down here, which you guys can't really see, but I have my cajon down here, my Kopf percussion, which is one of the brands I use often. Those are good, really good company. Those guys are they were, last I knew, they were in Atlanta, I believe. And then I had this little guy, this little tank drum, and this is Idiopan tank drum, just a little A minor tank drum. Really, really nice. And that kind of worked its way into that chord progression pretty well. And I think that was it. Oh, and then my flute. This is by C Symphony Flutes. This particular flute, a Native American style flute, C Symphony, and it's an A minor Native American style flute. Let me get the focus happening. Show you guys. Yeah, little bear on there. Looks more like a pig. A dude needs to go on a diet. So this is the A flute, really nice. And yeah, that's what's happening, you guys. The music, and then the chord progression was, like I mentioned, kind of a Zimbabwe, almost like an Mbira thing, C, F, C to G, but then I snuck in some A minor chords. On that, all right, so that's all about the music. Cornelius is asking, where is Mini K? Mini K may make an appearance later, no guarantees. All right, so let's get on with one of the features of Tuesday Museday. You guys know, now that my keyboard is connected. Yeah, that was frustrating. I was trying to start the live stream and I was pressing the key and nothing was happening. And then the whole program crashed and I had to go restart it, blah, blah, blah. All right, but let's do this. Press the sound! Okay, this is gonna be easy today, you guys. I'm trying to go easy on you. But it'll be fun. All right, here we go. What is the name? What is the name? I know you guys know this. Or at least you should by now. This has already been in the Guess the Sound at least once, if not twice. First person who types the correct name in the chat wins 60 points. No, that's too many. 6 points. 6.0. All right, what is it? Who's got it? I know I'm a little, I was going to say I'm a little delayed, which might be true. Yeah, I know, right? You guys know the name, but you can't remember it, right? Oh, what are we going to do? It's kind of a good Halloween sound, right? Coming up, Halloween stuff coming up. That's coming up quick. Today's the 24th, yeah, so a week away. Anyone? Would it help if I showed it? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do that, but... Mr. Lacey said, piece of metal thing. Yes, that is true. I'm just going to keep doing this till somebody's going to get the name any second. I'll try to play a song. You guys recognize that? Oh, I was trying to play Happy Birthday to myself. That was the worst rendition of Happy Birthday I've ever heard. But it was fun. It was the funniest also. All right. Anybody? No? Still? I am just going to leave this here. Doing, 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 doing. It's the doing, doing. All right. Should I show you? Let me show you. All right. Hold on. Right? Yeah, Cornelius got the song. Let's do some reverb. All right. Well, I'm not going to tell you guys. You guys have to look it up, find out. If somebody is listening to this, I think I have it set so that every Tuesday Museday is also available as a podcast. I think there was some setting in YouTube, and I think I set that. Or maybe it was Patreon. Yeah, you guys are like, you're just calling it the doing doing. I'm having more fun than you guys, I think. Oh my God. The last part of the word is tone. Tone. That is a big hint. All right. So, while you guys are thinking about that, I want to tell you about this opportunity that we have. We have coming up for patrons, and it's called Fall into Music, and that's why today's show is called Just Duet. Roseanne got it. Okay, Flexatone. Yeah, 0 points. It is a Flexatone, yeah. Flexatone, which is like a branded name. It's basically like a saw, right? Like a musical saw, and then they just took part of it and added these little beaters. Let me show you over here. Let's go to the side view for a second. Right? And then you just, Yeah, I'm not really, I don't want to play it too loud right now, so I'm not going crazy with it. I also have one of these without the little beaters on it, and you can just play it with a mallet, and that gives you a lot of control, because you want to have a lot of control when you're playing Flexatone, you know, solos for like concert. I'm talking about Flexatone concerts. When you're doing that, you want to have a lot of control. All right. So we're talking about fall into music. Kind of just had this idea yesterday, all right, see you, Bill. Thanks for dropping by. And I thought it would be fun for you guys to make a little video of a backing track. You know, anything you want. It could be a groove or like I in the video I made, I did a demo of tongue drum, and then I duetted it with flute. But you can do anything. You could be any instrument, and the idea is that you just play something for, say, 1 minute to 2 minutes, like you know, a groove or something, and then you make a video of that, and then you upload it to our Google Drive folder. I've got a Google Drive folder, and this is available right now for patrons. See, this is how I gently pressure you guys into becoming patrons if you're not. But I think it's going to be fun, and then you can go in there. And you can see, you know, download other people's videos. You can upload your video, and then you could download somebody else's video, and then play it on your computer or your smartphone or whatever, and then you're going to listen to that and play, you know, to it, right? Make a duet. And then you upload your video that you shot of yourself when you were doing your part. And now we have 2 parts, and we can put those things together, and I can handle that. You guys don't have to do that. Yeah, and then we'll have like people forming little duets, and maybe trios or quartets. You can duet the same, like if 3 people duet the same original video, then we'll have 4 people, right, doing something to the same little piece, and we can form little ensembles and different pieces, mix and match. And yeah, so I think that'll be fun. We'll see. I mean, it's up to you guys if you do it or not, but I got the ball rolling. It's all set, ready to go. So we'll see. It'll probably just be me and Roseanne participating. No, I hope some of the native, like, percussionists do it, and then some of the Native American style flute players do that, because I think that'll be really interesting, right? We can have different instruments doing duets, and it should all work. Just, you know. So you can go see that. I think I put the link right below for the Patreon page. If you click on that, you can go see a little bit more about it and watch the video over there. All right. Welcome, Jonathan, and any other new people here. I think Jonathan is. Are you new? It's the first time on Tuesday Museday. So yeah, Rebecca said kind of like playing for change. Yeah, I mean, playing for change did that and popularized it, I think. Of course, I've been working like that for a lot of years, doing recordings where people would send tracks, and then, you know, we record and then send it back and send our parts. Musicians have been doing that with just audio and a little bit of video. But yeah, Playing for Change was the first kind of YouTube channel, or what, I don't know if they're an organization or not, but they, yeah, popularized that whole kind of vibe concept. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah. So I hope you guys participate. I think it'll be fun. And it'll be a little bit of a challenge, which is good, because we all need a little bit of a challenge. Not too much, but, like, you know, just something fun for the community. And you never know who might duet to your videos. I put up 3 there today, and I'm playing vibes, which is something I don't play that often, but I wanted to just play something I'm not so comfortable on. And so I played 3 things on vibraphone. One of which was kind of crazy and weird. So I thought, well, if somebody wants to do something weird and crazy, there you go. It's over there. All right. I do have a slide for, let's see, where are we? Yeah, for music mindfulness. So I thought, why not? Let's use some of the same instruments, and maybe I'll just play something mellow for you guys, and we'll have a little talk on some, you know, mindfulness practices. Not a lot. Yeah, I don't think I'll use this in this particular piece. but maybe. All right, let's see. I think maybe tongue drum, and maybe the little tank drum. We'll see. So we'll just get some background music going here. First, I need to erase everything that was in there. And I'm just going to set up a groove. You know what? I want to change the backing track too, because I had a whole Latin percussion thing happening in my ears for the first part, and I do not want to listen to that. Yeah, Cornelius, I did do a Montuno. Oh, did you download it already? I did do a Montuno, just simple, like G minor, G7 to C7, G minor 7 to C7. All right, so let's see. So one of the main ideas in my particular practice of mindfulness, I call music mindfulness, is the idea of associations and how we could recognize when we're making associations that are perhaps not valid and not helpful. And I'll give you a quick example. I think everybody can relate to this. You're in a situation and somebody says something, or somebody does something, or somebody looks like somebody, and that triggers a memory of a little trauma, right? Because it's similar. And our mind makes an association, right? Because that's what our minds do as humans, is we identify and we recognize things, and then we categorize them. And we say, that is a this kind of thing, and oh, by the way, that's also like this other thing. And that's fine, except when that associating of something reminds us, right? It reminds us of a trauma. And so we need to recognize that is it's a natural thing, right? It's a normal thing to do that. So it's not wrong to do that. It's normal. However, we have to manage that by looking at it rationally and kind of pulling away from that little situation and recognizing that the emotion that we might feel, and you guys, I know you guys know this, I'm just hopefully reiterating something that we know so we can be more mindful of it. It's when we feel something, right? We have a little charge, we have a little tension, and then we literally remember the original thing, right? That reminds us of. And we could re-experience trauma, and we can experience real stress in the moment, right? Because we're re-experiencing something from the past that also gave us anxiety and stress and trauma. And like I said, this is not a secret, right? This is not a grand revelation. We know this. However, like one music note over here can trigger resonance over here in another instrument, right? Because they're similar, they're resonating, they resonate together, something about them that's similar. That kind of happens in our life, right? And in our mind and in our bodies, and it affects our emotions, and it can affect our mood. And so that's all I'm going to say about it, is just be mindful of that. Don't beat yourself up if that happens, because it's normal, right, to be reminded of things and to kind of make connections and make associations between things. That's the normal part. But if you can just remember that maybe the negative feeling that may arise as a result of that happening is not valid in a way, right? It's not authentic, because that's just your mind kind of doing its thing. And then sometimes we suffer a little bit because of that process. But we don't have to suffer if we recognize what's happening. And we say, oh no, but this is different. This is not that, right? This is not that. Maybe that should be on the t-shirt. This is not that. All right. So that's it. That's the message. And that has to do with associations. Mr. Lacey said, yeah, that or that is not this. That is not this. This is not that. Yes. All right. So let's go to Give me 5. All right. Perfect. We've got a little bit more time. And lay it on me. So give me 5. You guys know this is where you select one of you can all do this. Select 5 instruments or 5 things that you'd like me to compose a piece from, and I will play them and loop them and do something. I also want to point out that I have this little tiny, no, this is not a cigar, I'm going to smoke. This is a little tiny A flute, little baby flute from High Spirits. So that's up for grabs today. We can use that. We could use the Flexatone. Although be careful for what you wish for. Little tank drum, tongue drum, percussion. I have an assortment of things within reach. Different Native American style flutes. We have the bass flute, the bass A. Wasn't that beautiful? This is a Blue Star flute, bass A minor. So it's the same key as this one, but you can see that this one is way bigger. It's an octave lower, so that's nice. Wow, I have 3 octaves. Look at this. 3 octaves of A. 3 octaves of A right here. Maybe we should just use these and do that. Do a flute choir with those. No pressure. All right, and then I have a lot of stuff over here on the kind of down in the shelves and on the floor. Bells, shakers, you know, all kinds of stuff. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for coming. See you next time. All right, Alex has one. Yeah, frame drum we have. I have some over here. Let me go grab one while you guys are doing that. Hang on. I'm gonna mute. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's turn this back on for a second. So I have a, we'll call this small or medium frame drum. And then, which I used to use more, I haven't used it in a while. And then I've got this drum, which is a, we'll call this the large frame drum. This one, this drum is from China, and when I got it, it had a huge snake skin on it. It was like a python skin or something. It was amazing. It was pretty badass. Snake skin, giant snake skin, and it sounded great actually. And then eventually it just broke because, you know, snake skin. But now it has a Renaissance head. I had this drum rebuilt. And by Cooperman Fife and Drum Company, and they also put in tuning. So they did their whole tuning system. They put a lot of work into this because they had to rebuild the whole thing, and they put in a new bearing edge. I don't know if you guys can see in here, but they basically like rebuilt the whole drum. And they put in a tuning system and a Renaissance head. So it's not in tune with this track, but I can tune both of these drums to be in certain pitches if I want. Cordelia says mini K djembe solo. That's funny. We'll see. I'm gonna let Roseanne pick. So Well, actually, yeah. There, I'm gonna let Roseanne pick the Gimme Five contestant, or the Gimme Five winner. So the DAF, yeah, the DAF is a frame drum with jingles. This is not a DAF, but it's another drum that has jingles. There are many kinds of drums with jingles, but a DAF would be a little different. They have like little chains of loop, of rings on the inside, and then they hit the head, and they have a lot of those on the drum. Yeah, amazing instrument. Yeah. So similar, but not exactly. This is not a DAF, but this is not DAF. I'm DAF. No. Little English humor there. All right, what do you guys think? Do we have a Alex? All right, Alex is the Gimme Fiver, and let's see, what is it? Bongos, guira, tongue drum, little flute, bass flute, fast Latin. Okay, all right. I think we can do that. I think. I don't know, fast Latin with the big flute, maybe. Let's see. I have a feeling it's just going to be like a La Bamba vibe. I'm going to set my what I'm hearing in my ears. I'm going to set that up for a second, so bear with me. And while that is happening, if you guys want, leave something in the comments about like what you're doing that's fun. Because I like to know what you guys are doing. Okay, hang on, let me see. Maybe we can do a little. Yeah? Let's see if we can do that. I'm realizing this tongue drum's kind of a mellow sound, but I can, I'm gonna see if I have any little bit harder mallets that are easy to grab. I just grabbed a bunch of stuff. I don't know, let's see. Rubber. Okay. I've got this beat going in my ear and I'm driving myself crazy. And I just finally turned it off. I was like, what? You guys know what I'm talking about? Like you have something going, and then you finally are like, I don't have to have that in my ear. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. So, all right, let me see. Remind me. Oh yeah, you guys have projects and you guys are having trips. That's nice. Doing some music. Oh, let's see. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't be touching my phone right now. I'm like the windows are opening up. So bongos, guira. No Flexatone. Bongos, guira. And right, and then tongue drum, little flute, bass flute. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see what we can do. I might add a couple other things. Oh, Mr. Lacey. Lacey's working on sailboats. That sounds like fun. All right. let's see. Let's get something going. Thanks, you guys, for dropping by. Thanks, Alex. Oh, or was that Mr.? That was Alex's, yeah. I hope you guys like that. Help me sing happy birthday to me, okay? Let's do the cha-cha-cha version. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to Kalani. I can hear you because I'm monitoring all of your houses. All right. I really appreciate you guys stopping by today. And yes, I did use circular breathing on that, which I haven't done in a while, and I was kind of happy that I could still do it. So, hey, I appreciate you all. Thanks a lot for coming by. Thanks for the super chat tips. And thank you guys so much. Thanks for the happy birthday wishes. Thank you, Roseanne, for that, and also for being here and showing up and, you know, helping out and keeping everything moving. Really appreciate that. And for those of you who are not patrons, please consider joining us over at patreon.com/Kalani and fall into music. Make some music with your friends from around the world. See different people, meet people, and see what you can get going over there. And I just didn't want to invite you to play anything you want. You can do found sounds, you can do drums, percussion, whatever instruments you play. Just do a groove and then put it up there, and people can use it and create something original out of it. All right. Thanks, you guys. Have a great week. I'll see you next week, and then we're off for the following 2 weeks. But I'll tell you about that later. But I'll see you next week, for sure. All right. Yeah. Oh wait, will I? What's the date? Hold on. Is next Tuesday Halloween? Hold on a second. I have to look at my calendar. I think it is. Yeah, I may not see you next week. Hold on. Okay, hold on a second. Let's figure this out right now. Okay, I keep opening my calendar and... All right, you guys, I will not see you next week. I will not see you next week or the week after, all right? Because we're going to Hawaii. My wife and I are going to Hawaii for a little R&R, all right? So that's the happy birthday part to me. I'm going to miss you guys, but hang out. Stand by. Do your fall into music stuff in lieu of Tuesday Musedays, all right? So for the next 2 weeks, we will be on hiatus. All right, but then we'll be back second week of November. And you never know. I might drop you guys a video or two from Hawaii. We'll see. I'll try. I'll think about it. No guarantees. Hey, thanks, Russ, for stopping by. I appreciate it. And have a great evening, you guys. Thank you. See you later.
World Drum Club,